Hello, artful friends, and welcome to Assumptions About KW. Myself, and I. How are you doing? I hope that you are doing well. I need to try to see if I can see the chat, to be honest. I am not seeing it. Why am I not seeing the chat? I want to be able to see you all. My beauties, my graces. I want to see your faces. I have not done a live stream in so long. It has been a million years. There we go. Now I can see the chat. Hello, my beauties. How are you doing? I know that I didn't say anything because I didn't know if I was going to be able to live stream. So I am here. I made it. I have my coffee and I am ready to answer assumptions about myself. So a video went up, was that yesterday or the day before? A video went up, so if you have not checked that out, definitely check it out after this live stream. Yes. It got really serious though, I gotta say. It was kind of serious. I did get assumptions sent to me on Instagram. I had asked for them on, I think, Valentine's Day. Was that Valentine's Day? I think it was Valentine's Day. Anyway, I have some answers. So let's get started with that. I had said, leave assumptions you have of me. Yeah, okay. So reading is not going to be my first language today. Somebody, Homestuck player on Instagram, said, you have a small, sweet heart. The candy? A small little sweetheart? No, I didn't get any of those. I didn't get any of those for Valentine's Day. Like, unless they're sweet tarts are nice. Those little chalky, nasty little Valentine's hearts with little messages, not so much. They're not my favorites. I assume that you're one of those people who can't take a compliment despite being precious, hardworking being that we are all proud of. I don't take compliments very well, no, because you guys think so nice. I know better about myself. I do. I appreciate it though. I do. I think you guys are very, 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 very sweet. And yeah, hardworking being. You know what? I'll take that one. I have been working very, very hard. I work 7 days a week now. Oh my God, got a full-time job. I am a boss, so I'm always working. My phone is always going off. So if my phone goes off for work right now, well, I'll ignore it. No, I'll have to answer it. Let me see. I'm seeing so many people. I love you all so very much. Please make more TikToks, please. I've been making TikToks. All right, newsflash to me. I don't believe that I even have TikTok on my phone. I don't even know how TikTok really works, to be honest. If I knew how TikTok worked, maybe I would make TikToks. But I've never even really watched too many TikToks. I don't know how that world works. I've watched a lot of people make them, and I'm just like, so you're doing what now? It's confusing. It's so confusing. It's been a few years since I've been here. Where did the other two go? We had more than two for sure in this group. Right now in Artful Impersonator, it is just me. Sorry to disappoint. It is just me. Let's see. Cosplay Crunch of the Week convention. Do you have any tips? Oh, yeah. Okay. Crunch time for your cosplay when your convention is like, oh, you're in the week of your convention. Oh, snap. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to first buy a lot of tissues because you are going to cry. Second, Set aside as much time as possible and do not get distracted. So what you're going to do is you're going to lock yourself in a tiny little room alone, and you're going to tell the world, no, you don't understand. I'll handle you later. I gotta be in this room alone with my cosplay to work on. If this thing is a distraction to you, so you've got friends blowing up your phone or what have you, turn on do not disturb mode so that they cannot disturb you. Or if the temptation is just going to be way too much, what you're going to do is you're going to not let your phone come into the room with you. And you're going to work on it, and you're going to cry. That's why the tissues come in, because you are going to cry about this. But whenever you're at con and your cosplay is all complete and you're feeling really confident and proud in it, then you're going to thank yourself for taking some time away from distractions. It's difficult. I hate it so much. Like, whenever I'm in crunch mode, I freak out and I spaz out and I have problems where I'm just like, no, it'll never happen. Maybe I shouldn't go to con. Oh God, I'm gonna look like a train wreck. I just won't go. And then I gotta remind myself, it's not looking the best. It's about having the best fun. Yes. Let's see. The next one is, I think you're a nice person who does the best that can be done at cosplay. It's been so long since I've cosplayed. Thank you so much. You guys are really nice about your assumptions. Normally, like, whenever I'm watching people read off assumptions about themselves, it's a lot of, like, mean assumptions. So I appreciate you guys having such kind hearts. You're very, very nice. I do try my best with cosplays. I can't really sew and whatnot, so I do buy a lot of cosplays. I'm a fraud. Well, I guess not, because cosplay isn't anything that you want to make it, just dressing up as a character that you love so very, very much. But I will take a lot of time, like, trying to find the right pieces and stuff like that, and I'll modify them. But right now, I'm commissioning a wig, and I'm really excited about it for my next con. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to go to con and do this new cosplay. And I know that most people are not actually going to know what I am from, but it's one that I have wanted to do since I was 15, 16 years old. I've wanted to do it for a long time, so I'm really excited. I assume that your first cosplay... Oh, wait. So... I should be saying names. So Homestuck Player on Instagram was the one that says you have a small sweetheart. Cactus Beeb with a little, like, face in the middle. I don't know how to describe that. Says that I assume that you're one of those people who can't take a compliment. Wandering Cosplays on Instagram says, I think that you are a nice person who does the best that you can. Okay, so now we're back. This is my life 21 on Instagram says, I assume that your first cosplay was probably either Carcat or Solix from Homestuck. That assumption is correct only for this channel. Only for Artful Impersonator. My very first cosplay was not from Homestuck. I've been cosplaying much longer than Homestuck's been around. So, no. My first major cosplay that I hardcore worked on, and I mean, don't look at the very first photos because they look like booty hole and quite a lot, but got better, progressed over the years, was Ritsuka from Loveless. That was my very first cosplay that I ever did, that I worked my damnedest on, and I'm so very proud of it because it's gotten better now. Not proud of my beginnings, but I don't think anybody's very proud of their beginnings. We all start somewhere, okay? Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna try to keep up with everybody. I don't know why we're talking about England. I missed something, and I don't think I'm gonna get back. Do you still like Homestuck? I have not kept up with Homestuck, to be honest. I know that the video game actually came out, and I didn't play it, and I don't really know way too much about it. Whenever we were cosplaying Homestuck on this channel, I actually hadn't read much Homestuck. I mostly, like, to get to know the characters and whatnot, just read the Wikipedia pages, and that's about it. I kind of just worked from there, and then I'd listen to everybody talk about the new chapters or the new pages. See, being super dyslexic, that's a lot of reading, and I don't read. So I would mostly just like keep up with what my friends would be saying about it and learn from it there and try to gauge which characters that I liked and cosplay from there. But Wikipedia helps a whole lot. Indeed. And I know that might blow some minds, but yeah, I didn't read much Homestuck pretty much at all. Like, I read a little bit here and there, but not a lot. Necco wafers? Ew! I don't know. Necco wafers just got mentioned, and those are chocky nasty. Chocky nasty. Okay, Royal Pastel Penguin. Oh, I know you. Also, because you're like in here being the moderator. I love you. Said that you're fucking amazing with a star and a heart. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. But I'm not. So the assumption is a lie. A lie. Your twin, whom I have known, wow, way at the very beginning of my cosplaying ever. I have known them for ever, and I love them so very, very, very much. I feel like we've grown up together a little bit online. We've never met in person, but, you know, still near, dear to my heart. Good person. Appreciate the fact that they've, for some reason, stuck with me through thick and thin and molassesy. Yeah. Said, I assume that you are secretly kinky. Oh my, is it even a secret? I don't think it's much of a secret. Yes, I am. Very, very much. Not so secret. No. Let's see. I miss your Matuna voice. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Do you bring treats to your employers? Not really. No. I do not bring treats to them. My presence alone is treat enough for them. Twitch. Are you and KE still together? No. Nope. Moving along. I hope that you're doing well. I am doing well. I'm a little crazy, but I'm doing well. How are the baby bird how is the baby bird doing? Yes, how are the baby birds? Okay, so for those who do not know, I started out with Erica. You may know that from Cosplayer Weeks. We had Erica the Diamond Dove. And Erica started out male and actually had a partner, dove, a mate named Stardust, and Stardust was female. Well, when an Erica and a Stardust love each other very, very much, they doobly doos. And when they doobly doos, Stardust got pregnant. And so Stardust started laying eggs. Only problem with those eggs were they were not healthy eggs. They were very bad eggs. So Stardust ended up not being able to survive, having one of the eggs not be able to be pushed out, and was taken to the vet, and they tried everything to get the egg, and well, that didn't happen. So Stardust did not make it, which was very, very depressing. Well, if you know, diamond doves do generally mate for life, and they do have depression whenever their partner passes. So Erica was very, very distraught for quite a long time whenever Stardust actually passed away in my hand, and I held Stardust up to Erica to try to be like, let Erica just kind of get the gist of here's what's happening. So it was a very sad time, and Erica did grieve for a long time. Then I was able to, about a year or so later, after a whole lot of searching around, was able to find a male dove because I didn't want to go through the just distressingness of having a male and a female together again. Didn't want eggs, was very scared of that after what I had been through with Stardust. So went and got this big old male dove, and he's very massive. And he's very cute, but got him. His name is Pudgy. And I didn't name him, but the ladies at the pet store had already named him, and I just loved it so much because it worked for him because he's very pudgy. Well, fast forward for, I think I've had him for at least over a year or about a year. I've had him for a while. I now have babies. Erica decided, oh, he's big and macho, man. Turned female. Yes, diamond doves can switch their sex pretty much at any time in their life that they want to. And so Erica went from being able to impregnate a female dove to now laying eggs. So I have had 3 batches of eggs, fertile eggs now. And I had 1 batch that had 2 babies that hatched, and only 1 survived after a while. And so that one's doing fine and dandy. Then I had another batch of babies, and that one's the more sad for me because I had 2 little babies and they were so cute, but one of them was very, very frail, and Erica had just kind of been like, you know what, you're sick, you're not going to make it, you're not even able to walk, like, I'm just going to leave you be. So that one I actually took and started hand feeding and taught how to fly by tossing said baby. I had to chuck a baby quite a lot. I had to just be like, all right, baby bird, we gonna fly. Boo! And baby would land on bed and be like, I can't fly, you douche. And we just have like moments like that. Well, baby did learn how to fly and would always just like boomerang. I'd toss away and baby would boomerang and land back on my shoulder like, how dare you try to get rid of me? I'm not going anywhere. Well, then baby bird one day I found, his name was Piff, by the way. I named him Piff, and I loved Piff so very, very much. Piff's sister is actually named Poof. So I have Pudgy Poof, and then I had Shimmer. Shimmer didn't make it, and I have Sparkle. Those were the first batches, Shimmer and Sparkle. Shimmer didn't make it. Sparkle is still alive, happy, and all that. Very big, sweet baby bird. And so Piff and Poof, and Piff I found one day, he didn't want to eat anymore, and I was like, okay, buddy. Normally he loved eating. He was hand fed, and he'd just be like, oh, hell yeah, it's mealtime, and he'd get all excited. And then he tried, and then he just kind of gave up, and he kind of gave me a look, and I was like, all right, today is the day. You're gonna go. So I just laid him on my chest, and for many, many hours, I just kind of like told him, I'm like, it's all right, buddy. You've done your best. You've got this. Like, but if you need to go, I'll understand. And he did end up going on my chest. He just kind of like, I knew he knew. So it was a peaceful way to go out, actually. But yeah, now I had 2 eggs. One didn't end up like at all hatching whatsoever. And then day before Valentine's Day, I found out that for certain I have a new baby. And that baby was actually, even though I found it the day before Valentine's Day, that baby is big. So Erica hid that one from me very, very, very well. Normally Erica is very willing to show me babies, and I was like, hey, you, look at what I made. But Erica didn't do that with this one. Don't know why. Erica didn't do it with this one. So now Erica's like, hey, look, I made that. And they're so cute. I know that I've now gone on a huge long bird tangent, but they're my babies and I love them. The sweetest thing the other day was Erica was sitting outside of the nest, and the baby's just kind of like sitting in the nest doing baby things, and Erica's just staring with the most like glimmer of love, and I made that in their eyes and just did the little softest coos to the baby, and it just melted my heart. Alrighty, I'll stop about the birds. Keep hanging in there. You inspire me who have helped me so much in my life. When I felt like I had nothing, you always had something nice to say in your videos. I am so thankful for you. Oh, well, no, you hang in there. You hang in there. You're gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I appreciate it. I'm so happy that my happy can make you happy. Let's see. Can you do your Matuna voice? Probably not, to be honest. Probably not. That voice has destroyed me in many ways. My poor voice. My vocal cords got destroyed over Matuna. Homestuck FUXK, so fuck, but a weird way of spelling it. Cosplay. You're a wonderful person I've watched grow so much over the years and deserves to love himself as much as we all love him. But some days that's hard because mental illness is awful. Truth. Now, I will say that I still do go every single week to therapy and all that jazz. Like, every single week is dedicated to trying to get my mental health stable and stay stable. But yeah, things can be difficult some days. For the most part now, I do feel like we're getting it more under control, which is so nice. I've been able to uphold a job, and I've been able to like handle very awful situations a little bit better, which is nice. Not so much like bad reactions, so that's good. Just takes a lot of perseverance, a lot of it. Somebody's asking, what's your Insta? I have 2 Instas. So, Artful Impersonator, that would be for cosplay related things and updates about the channel and all that sort of jazz. And then I have The Awesome K and KAY. The Awesome K, KAY. All one word. And that is more of a personal one. Now, when I say personal, let me just get this flat out there. Personal does not always just mean me posting. So, yeah. I have mental health. It's great. You are a good cuddler from Star Maiden 413. I don't know if I'm a good cuddler. I haven't cuddled myself. Do I snuggle myself? Like, oh, self, you're a good cuddler. I don't know if I'm a good cuddler. I know that if I'm very comfortable with a person, and I mean by dating, I don't cuddle normally. But if I'm dating somebody, then I get very clingy cuddly, where I'm just like, I need to be held and I need to hold you. So I don't know if I'm good at it, but I do it. I'm making a cosplay for a dance get together, and I put on this live stream because I'm having a mini panic attack. No, don't panic. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Just try to think about the dance is going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Worry about the fun more than the cosplay, but I know that the cosplay is very important, so you're going to worry about it. But just try to keep reminding yourself the dance is going to be fun. It's going to be okay. Even if I don't look fully snatched like I would want to, I'm still going to have fun. But I think you're going to do great. I think that cosplay is going to turn out fabulous. You're going to look snatch. I keep hearing the word snatch used as an adjective, so I just keep using it. I don't know what it 100% means, but a lot of people are like, girl, you look snatch. And I'm like, okay, thank you. appreciate that. So, I don't know. I just keep being told that I look snatch. I do not think I look snatch unless snatch is bad. Then I'll agree. Congratulations on 69K subscribers. Thank you. I kind of like this number, to be honest. It's inappropriate for a long time. We've just been hovering in the 69s, and I'm like, oh yeah. Giggity. Don't come at me, Family Guy. I can just say giggity. You understand. What are you being? Oh, I think they're asking, as far as the person who's doing the cosplay dance, who are you being? Can you cosplay as Connor from Detroit Become Human, please? Okay, so about Connor from Detroit Become Human. I know pretty much nothing about this. I actually, I don't play video games. I don't know about it. However, my beautiful son, whom you have seen probably in a few videos. I know that in KW Weeks, he was the one who was playing Pac-Man and also quoted The Room by being like, I did not hit her. It is bullshit. I did not hit her. Throws water ball. I did not. He actually does cosplay from that, and he adores that game. So I hear a lot about it, because when your son is obsessed with something, you hear a lot about it, and I love that. But I still don't fully understand it. I don't fully get it, but I know who Connor is for certain, because he does cosplay him. And if I could ever like get him to like cosplay it for a video, I probably will for you guys so that you can see it if you guys like Detroit Become Human. He actually, one of the funniest stories, we were hanging out and we went to a thrift store. And at the thrift store, there was actually a red chair, like those fabric, like cute little children's chairs that are basically like a big old pillow shaped like a chair. But it's kind of like full chair, so not like a bedside table, but like a chair. I hope that makes sense. But one of those like fabric pillow chair sort of things, and on it said Connor, and it was only like $2, and he instantly like screamed, grabbed it, and was like, "It's me!" And so obviously we had to buy it. Obviously. Please do a convention vlog. I probably will. I am going to be going to one in Arkansas in when is that con? Let me see. I asked for it off already, so in April there is a con in Anime Con Arkansas 2019. There we go. I will probably vlog that, and then I'm more than likely going to also be going to Tokyo and Tulsa, although I literally just got news today that Tokyo and Tulsa might be moving their convention somewhere else, like to a different venue. I don't know what's happening, and I'm kind of freaking out because I already have a hotel booked, and so I don't know. I hope it'll all be okay, and I hope that the date doesn't change, or I'm gonna have some problems. Yeah, but I hope that I will be able to vlog during that time, and you guys can even, hopefully, if I do get it vlogged, get to see like some of my cosplay buddies and whatnot that I have. So we shall see. Has your Matuna suit survived? No. It's hanging up in my closet. I did move, so I don't have the big cosplay closet anymore, but I do have a closet. And Matuna is hanging in there. However, he's hanging in there. He's not doing so well. He's not doing so hot. So if I ever were to cosplay Matuna again, I think that I would remake him. Most certainly I would remake him, because he's a hot mess. That cosplay, it's a hot mess. I assume that you make the best, capital best, Cal from Homestuck cosplay. I mean, I don't think that I make the best Cal. However, I do enjoy cosplaying Cal for sure. I think that he's a lot of fun. He's so bad. I love him. Little Bear Wolf. Wolf with a, I'm not saying it like weird. They do have it spelled with a U. So wolf instead of wolf. You know what? Little Bear Wolf. I think you are the dad kind of friend. Like, you would not want anyone to get hurt or get in trouble, but you would want to see what would happen. This is very true. I've always been the con dad. And basically being con dad, yeah, means that I'm like, no underage drinking, no. Okay, I'm going to say what I call it, and then I'll tell you what it means. No underage drinking. You're not allowed to get in the mono circle. The mono circle is spin the bottle. Spin the bottle at con, I think, is a bad idea. I call it the mono circle because you can catch mono. I have rules as the dad, but I still like let my children have fun and whatnot, but safe and sane. And I'm also, being the con dad, more likely to be the one that if somebody's crying or whatnot, I'm the one who generally has to handle that. Of like, I go up to them and I'm like, come here, let's get you in the hotel room, let's fix your makeup. You didn't pay all this money to sit on your butt and cry. Let's go. Like, we gonna get you happy again. I know life is shit, everything sucks, but you gotta have fun because you paid all this money to have fun. Let's go. So I'm more of that type. Like, I have fixed so much, especially way back in the day. I fix people's troll paint all the time because, like, people get those lines, those little tear lines because they be crying. And so I'd be like, all right, you come here, take them to the hotel room, fix up their makeup, be like, we gonna get you. You gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay. Look at you. You look snatch. I say that now, but I'd be like, you look fabulous. Come on. We looking good. So a lot of repaired troll paint days, a lot of just like taking care of things, trying my best. But that's the life of a con dad. Hello here. So nice of you to join us. Have you seen the Lonque Nanque Frenzim? Frenzim? I have no idea what that is, so I think that answers your question. No, I don't. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Do. Also, it's pretty much thanks to you that I'm obsessed with Welcome to Night Vale. Yay! Welcome to Night Vale is amazing. I recommend it to literally everyone. And one of the funniest things is being at the job that I have, my full-time job, my big boy job, my career. Yes, I am the boss there. So, but my boss, I am the boss, but then I have a boss. You know how it works. He was like, he saw my background on the computer, on the work computer. I have it just cycle different Night Vale quotes. And he looked at it and then he looked at me and he was like, wait a minute, you like Welcome to Night Vale? And I look at him and I'm like, okay, first of all, not to judge book by a cover, but I was like, you listen to Welcome to Night Vale? And we just instantly had a moment like, yeah! And it was great. We hit it off right away after that, of just kind of like, we had only seen each other in these professional eyes. And then it was like, oh my God. So it was really cool. And I do feel like Cecil, I've actually by him, because now that we know that each other likes Welcome to Night Vale, we've been able to be like, okay, bury me in the break room, I'm going in, that sort of thing. Like, if I die, just bury me in the break room. And he understands. And he's told me, Cecil, calm down, quite a few times, because I feel like Cecil. I work the night shift, so I work by myself. Well, I have like my kids that I I call them kids. They're adults, but they're younger than me, so they're kids. I have mine that I've trained and that I'm in charge of, and we're the only ones most of the time who are alone in the station together. And so it's really cool because I'm like, I'm in a station, I'm doing broadcasting, like during the night shift, I am Cecil. Yes, indeed, I am Cecil. So it's a lot of fun. It's actually really kind of a dream come true in a way, kind of. But it's kind of a dream come true. And it's a really, like, yeah, it's a stressful job, but oh my God, it is probably one of the best that I could have ever asked for myself. Now, I wish YouTube could have become my full-time job, really do, but you know, life is as life does, and so I have YouTube that I'm trying to get back into the swing of, while also maintaining a over 40-hour a week job. Yeah. So let's see. Hello from Yukon. Hello, we are not too far away. Can I has a hugs even though we? Yes. Hug hug. I don't know how I hug through a screen, but hug hug. Let's see. Can you stream again on the 25th so I can tip yous with money in memory of poor Stardust? Oh, you don't have to tip me over Stardust. That's okay. It's okay. It was a few years ago, and it was sad, but I appreciate it. I don't know when I'll get to live stream again. I mean, I hope to start doing it more often. That would be amazing. But with this job, it's just kind of like I'm on call pretty much 24/7. So I never know because it's a station. So everything that I do, like my part of the job, is literally a 24-hour job. So the weary never sleep. Today I actually did get to sleep. I'm proud of myself. It's like the most sleep I've got all week. I got like 4 hours today, and I'm really thankful for that because normally I'm running on like 2. Hello, coffee. How you doing? Let's see. Oh, I got pictures of Hiei. That's not assumptions. Okay, I'm assuming that you are having a nice Valentine's Day. Okay, so this is Pantsless Crusade. That is amazing username. Just gotta say, that is amazing. Pantsless Crusade said, I'm assuming you are having a nice Valentine's Day. So this was asked on Valentine's Day. No. I did not have a nice Valentine's Day. Nice of you to assume, but no, I did not. I worked. I worked and I dealt with a lot of bullcrap. I didn't get to have like a date, and I didn't even get to spoil myself. I was hoping that I would be able, like my plan originally was that I was going to take Hiei to go, well, he probably just heard me say his name. I was going to take him to the doggy bakery to get him a Valentine's snack. Because we literally live right by a doggy bakery in walking distance. I was going to take him there, grab him a little snack for Valentine's Day, take him back, get my kotatsu, even though it ended up being 70 degrees on Valentine's Day, and then literally the next day turned to 30. Oklahoma, thank you so very much. I was going to him to do that, and we were going to sit under the kotatsu, and we were going to have a little date. I ended up working pretty much all Valentine's Day, so didn't have a nice Valentine's Day, unfortunately. I was hoping to like do face mask, all that, pamper myself. Didn't end up happening. But you know, thus is life. Thus is life. Gotta make that money. Gotta keep this roof over my head, you know. I say roof over my head, but I have people above me now. This floor over my head. Is that how it feels? Because that's kind of how it feels for me. Normally it's like a roof over my head, but since I have somebody above me, it's like, that's a floor, not a ceiling. That's a floor. Gotta keep this floor over my head. Misa Yukino 247 says, freaking sexy cuteness to the extreme. I think my heart stopped. Was that assumption? About your heart? Oh no, please tell me it didn't stop. I hope that your heart didn't stop. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to assume, on the assumptions, since that's what we're reading, is that your heart stopped. Sorry, don't I don't know. I don't think that I'm sexy and I don't think I'm cute, but I appreciate it. Oh, there's Chuck E. Cheese pizza. Okay, so if you haven't seen that video either, not my video, but the Chuck E. Cheese pizza. If you did see it, you know what I mean. Chuck E. Cheese pizza. At my station, we were actually playing they were talking about it actually, and I was laughing so hard because I'm like, oh my god, there's my boy. I got so excited. I was like, my boy. I love him. I've been watching him since I was. That sounds creepy. I've been watching his YouTube videos for God, one of his first videos, like way back in the day. He had just got, actually a little before, he had just got fired from Ginny Schmeg. Yeah. So I love to see that he has gone so far in life. That you're a good person by sketchy artist. The assumption is that I'm a good person. Well, it depends who you ask, I will say. It depends who you ask. I'm trying my best, but it depends who you ask. Let's see. How do I ask a question? You can ask it here, if you would like. Do you miss your Matuna voice? And by the way, I've been with you from the very beginning of your YouTube. Been trying to tell you this for quite some time for a live video, and now I'm in one finally. Oh, well, thank you. So you've been around for this YouTube channel from the beginning? Thank you so very much. I do appreciate it. If you've been around for my very first YouTube channel, not this YouTube channel, if you've been around from that and you came here from that, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what you had to deal with. I was a teen. But if you're from the beginning of this channel, thank you. I appreciate it. KW, I just got exciting news. I might be getting a pet fish in the near future. Got any possible names? I was thinking of naming one KW because you got me through so much. Oh, that's so cute. Fishy names. Good fishy names. It depends on the fish. Normally, I like to figure out, like, whenever I see the fish, I like to get an idea of what they look like or their personality before I name them. Like, our red betta fish was named Tabasco. I didn't name him, but Tabasco because it was red. Generally, that's how I name them. But, a good, just fishy name. Well, there's Sushi Roll, but we probably don't want to do that. You know, Larry is always a good name. Flake. So he's a fish flake. All sorts of cute names. Depends on the fish, to be honest. It always depends on the fish. Your channel was actually the reason I got into Homestuck, so thank you. You're welcome. Oh, he's big macho male. KW 2019. I can't fly, you douche. Relatable. Yep, that's my sweet baby. He could not fly. And he'd tell me all about it. Do you still have your Marimo moss balls? Yes, I do. They are in my refrigerator. Keeping chill. Because they're chill little dudes. They didn't handle the move as well as I would have liked. I don't know why. Just like, we moved, and I guess, like, I don't know. They got a little stressed, but they're doing all right now. Like, I just try to keep them healthy, but they're chilling out in my refrigerator right now. Let's see. I hope you actually read what I said, but if you don't, I understand. It's in the comments. But that was very sad, at least. I got cute little baby birds. Wait, what did you say? Oh, missing my Matuna voice. Yes. Yeah. Matuna voice. I had it, but then there was one con where I used it for way over 8 hours nonstop. Because the thing about me is if I get in cosplay, I get in character and I don't leave character. I don't want to break character. And until that wig comes off, and that wig doesn't come off easily. It takes a lot to get me out of cosplay, and it takes me a lot to get out of character. And so I was Matuna for all day, and the next day I could barely talk. My throat felt like death itself. And then I realized that my voice had literally been damaged because it didn't repair. And now, throughout the years, I've started to realize that, oh wow, a lot of voices that I used to be able to do, I can't really do because I damaged my vocal cords, vocal cords quite literally. So that sucked. But worth it. Matuna is worth it. He's great. I love him. A good boy. I also still have a scar on my forehead, which is barely noticeable now, but I do still have a scar on my forehead from Matuna. I also have a scar still on my eyebrow from being hit in the face with a katana while in Carcat cosplay. So I have scars from Homestuck. Literal scars. The one on my forehead was Matuna because the wig cap I had worn for way too long. I don't know why I even bothered wearing a wig cap with Matuna. Now I've gone back in my catalog of why did I do that? We all have that catalog of why did I do that? And that's one that I always ask myself because I had a helmet and the wig plus the helmet literally took the wig cap and embedded itself into my forehead. So after con that day, when I was taking off the wig, I quite literally had to pull wig cap out of my head, and it left a big old scar. Now it's not so noticeable because it's been years, but I can still tell. And especially when I'm putting on troll paint, I can tell. Because scars, they still kind of will try to show through, even with the paint, and I'm like, oh, there it is. There's Matuna. The Carcat one that I got hit in the face. We were doing a photo shoot with a real katana. Don't do that. Just gotta say, learn from my mistakes. I was Carcat. I'm just holding these fake little sickles, they're made of plastic, and we were trying to be all cool and have some stunt looking, just still photos. But our photographer said, could you guys go a little faster? Well, next thing I know, Dave cosplayer swings and, almost took off my eyebrow. And so I had to go get stitches. Now, I will say, I am needle phobic, and that was a weird time because I'm in gray paint, and I looked funny. So instead of doing the right thing and immediately going to the doctor, I went home, I washed off the troll paint, and I tried to see if I could fix it myself. Don't do that. And was like, okay, maybe I could do this myself. Maybe we don't have to go, because I look like a wreck and I still have gray little splotches, and I'm like, I can't go, I can't do it, I can't do needles. And finally I was realizing, yeah, my eyebrow is literally falling off, so we gotta go. I had so many stitches, but I still have the scar from that. Thank you, Homestuck. Thank you for the memories permanently attached to my skin. Also, all the skin damage that I still have from all of that paint. All that paint. Let's see. This is why I love your attitude. You're so happy and energetic. Keep up the great work. Thank you. I try very, very hard because dealing with the mental illness I have, I've recognized now that my personality of being very easygoing, not easily offended, just excited, happy, not taking life way too seriously, that apparently is not how I always am. That makes me sad. Makes me very sad. So I'm just like, you know what? I gotta make up for all the bullshit people in my head that just like are mood killers, bummers, Debbie Downers. I try very, very hard. And so yeah, which thankfully, because I primarily am the only one that goes to work, thanks. I'm pretty much one of the only ones that goes to work. Nobody really knows that I can even get upset. They actually get shocked when I'm like, yeah, today wasn't a good day. I guess there was a lot of crying. Like, none of them know. Like, none of my coworkers know. But it's just one of those of, I'm like, yeah, today wasn't a good day, apparently. Like, bad day. And they're like, you can have bad days? You're always happy. You're always excited. What the hell? Even whenever, like, crap is going wrong at work, I just sing. Like, we play Miraculous Ladybug. And so I hear that theme song so much. And so whenever something goes just like extremely wrong, one of my go-to songs when work is just like exploding and everything's going to hell and back, I start just singing like miraculous, simply the best, up to the test when things go wrong. And you know, that's how I try to handle things. I try very hard to handle things. There also was a commercial called where they would be like rage in the cage. So whenever I get really angry or upset over something at work, I'm just like rage in the cage. And they're like, uh-oh, Kay is mad, Kay's upset, uh-oh. And I'm just like, rah! And they're just like, oh, there he goes. But I try very hard not to be like upset or angry because I know that that's dealt with way too much. Everybody else has that handled. I don't want to be a part of that. Now, I mean, there are some things where I'll get like obviously upset about. I do have depression after all, but I try very hard to be as happy-go-lucky as possible. I put the fun in funeral. All right, so let's play. Do you think that people understand a wisdom Earl cosplay from Twin Peaks? Listen, when you say Twin Peaks, I only think of the restaurant, and it makes me think about their hangover burger, and oh my god, that's such a great burger. If you've never had a burger with an egg on it, highly recommend. But Twin Peaks, correct me if I'm wrong, it is a cartoon on Cartoon Network. Correct? Correct. Okay, I hope. I don't personally understand, but I'm sure there are people who watch it who will understand. Yes, yes. I don't know the game either. My sister knows Detroit Become Human, though. Yeah, that's one I gotta watch playthroughs, something. Find time for that. I don't know. Anytime that I find time, though, like downtime, I'm like, I want to talk to my artful friends. I want to make a video. I want to do something. And then life calls me away. So I'm actually happy that I found some time that life is not calling me away. Thank you. I should go up to my boss later and be like, thank you. He'll be like, what'd I do? I'll be like, shh, thank you. I got some time with my artful friends. Thank you. Let's see. I love the background right now. It's so pretty. Thank you. Okay, so the lighting is bullcrap, and I'm using my webcam, and it's not doing so hot because I can't tilt the screen anymore, or it just fully falls and you'll see the grounds. And I can't tilt it anymore up or down or any of that because right where it's at is the only way that it's stable. But the background, thank you so much. I had an idea for it to be my wall of my bedroom. That didn't end up working, so I was like, you know what? It's gonna be a backdrop then for my YouTube video. Hell yeah. And whenever it's not a backdrop for my videos, I actually have it used as a curtain to block mess in my house. You're literally my headcanon Cecil. Oh, thank you. I don't think I'm not good at Cecil, but thank you. I do appreciate it. I feel like Cecil pretty much every day now, and I love it. I just need Carlos. Hey, Carlos. I need a Carlos, please. One day I'm gonna meet somebody and I'm just gonna be like, you are the Carlos to my Cecil, okay, go ass over here. I love you. Blah. Let's see. Can I eat this chat? You sure can try to eat this chat. I won't stop you. I think you'd like the Magnus Archives a lot. It's a very good similar style to Welcome to Night Vale. I will have to check it out. I do like listening on long drives. I do like listening to Welcome to Night Vale. I do. Where's that third eye, Cecil? Wouldn't you like to know? Let's see. I broke up with my girlfriend on Valentine's Day. Oh, I'm so sorry! Ew, that's a sucky Valentine's Day. You had it worse. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I hope things get better for you, dear friend. Every insomniac's greatest accomplishment is sleeping. Yes. Very, very much. Do you still have your hedgehog? Unfortunately, Nimbles, my hedgehog, did pass away. He did end up passing away. It turns out what he had was called wobbly hedgehog syndrome, which explained a lot. Because when I got him, he'd kind of like fall over when he'd walk, like whenever I got him as a baby. I thought he'd grow out of that. He never ended up growing out of that. And then he couldn't float on his back like all the other hedgehogs, so he didn't like water because he couldn't float. I'd have to like hold him to try to get him to float, so I basically make him float. Poor little dude. And then I guess what it ended up doing was he eventually had a seizure. So one day I found him having a seizure and I picked him up and I was like, what the hell? And I was like, buddy, no, are you okay? And he ended up passing away. Like, it was sad. It was very sad. I was like, buddy, and he ended up going. Very depressing. Very depressing. Very depressing. But he was a very, very good hedgehog. I loved him so very much. He was my angel. And now is my angel. Love you, bud. How do I send an assumption? You can send them here. The assumption post got posted like on Valentine's Day or the day before Valentine's Day. It took quite a while to end up getting time. I thought that after I had posted the give me assumptions on Instagram that, you know, there'd be more time to actually do it. That didn't end up happening. Let me see if there are any more assumptions. I don't believe so. I could be wrong. No, there are no more assumptions saved onto my phone. So if you want to send an assumption, you can here. Guppies, mollies, and catfish are the types of fish, as well as a plateau. See, you could name them after like famous artists. Like here is Da Vinci, or here is Leonardo. That's still Da Vinci. Here's Mozart. You could name all of your fish after very well-accomplished, well-rounded people, or just accomplished people. Maybe they're not so well-rounded. Like Van Gogh. Van Gogh, yes. Perhaps. Let's see. How would moving / looking for a new place end up? Well, I did end up moving. I am in a much, much better place. I'm in a better place. I am in a much better place, safer place, fancier place than where I was. Where I was originally, like where most of our cosplayer weeks and all of that were filmed, like in the latter years. Well, even in the beginning, like we never really lived in safe places. Um, However, this is the safest place that I've lived, and I love it. The fact that there is a cop car, literally, like if I look out my window, there is an actual like city police officer directly outside my window. So nice. It's so nice. I appreciate it. Every day I look out, I'm like, you keep me safe and I love you. Thank you. It's nice. This is so fancy. I also don't have to walk up and down stairs because I have an elevator. Yeah. So that's helpful for me because I got ankle issues and all sorts of things that, let me tell you, the staircase at my old place, I fell down those stairs so many times. And not only did we have stairs outside, but we also had stairs inside. So every day that I wanted to go to the kitchen, I had to go downstairs, and then to go to my bedroom, I had to go upstairs. And I fell so many damn times. One time I did a somersault. Not that I wanted to do a somersault. So I love this place. This place is so much nicer. And I recently, in the elevator, learned that I live in the same place as one of the helicopter dudes who flies one of the helicopters for a news station, and I laughed really hard because I'm like, what are the chances? What are the chances that I feel like I would just live in Night Vale all the time? It's really cool. It's really cool. Let's see. I'm still having a panic attack, and you are helping me a bit, but now my boyfriend and I are cuddling, gay/trans cuddles, and we are watching this, and thank you for helping us both through. I am so sorry you're still having a panic attack. I hope that the cuddles help. I do. Ooh. Have you fallen into the My Hero Academia fandom? A little bit. So my brother actually is hardcore into it, and he was telling me that he was doing the little pester thing like a little brother does. He was just like, you gotta watch it, you gotta watch it, you gotta watch it, you gotta watch it, you gotta watch it. So I did watch quite a few episodes. I'm not very, very far into it, but I'm to the point where he is in school and he's got like his little like weird, almost feels like a gimp style of a puppy outfit sort of thing. I don't know. It's kind of like it's almost a little too kinky for the child, I have to say. But yeah, the little broccoli child, he's adorable. I don't remember his name, so I call him the little broccoli child because he looks like a head of broccoli. But yeah, I really, really like it so far. I don't know if I would cosplay from it because I haven't found a character that I'm super attached to yet, but if I do, I might perhaps cosplay from it. Maybe. Yes. Who do you think I should cosplay from it? Because I thought about doing the broccoli child, but I'm not so sure. Not fully sure yet. I subbed. Thank you. Welcome, artful friend. Let's see. Do you play any Google games like Chicken Smoothie? Did I read that right? I did read that right. I thought my dyslexia was just like way up. Chicken Smoothie. I love that already. Okay, chicken smoothie. Chicken smoothie. Chicken smoothie. Sorry, I'm trying. Okay. Or Gaia Online. Ooh, Gaia Online. Guys, I've been trying to find a way. I've even contacted their actual support system trying to get my account back because I had an account on Gaia Online way back before the servers were even fully national. Like, We're talking it was only a few states that had Gaia online. And oh my god, I miss it. I spent pretty much every day of my existence as a child on Gaia Online. Oh my god, I loved it so much. And now I can't remember my password and I cannot remember how to get into it. And so I've contacted their support over and over and I'm like, please let me in. Please, please, please. And they don't believe it's me or whatever. So one day I hope to get back, but I'm one of those old people. I don't have any of the new stuff. I don't even know what's happening on Gaia anymore. Back when Kiki Kitty came out, they made a little plushie of it. I still have that little plushie. It would sit on your head. Oh my god, it was just it was a good time. I remember whenever they launched it national and like it changed a little bit of its name and all that. Oh my god, it was such a good website. It was so cute. I loved it so much. That was my Neopets, to be honest. I didn't really have Neopets, so that was my Neopets. Loved it so much. So good. The last con I went to, I decided to cosplay as Terezi, and I was actually wearing glasses, but I wanted to wear my Terezi glasses. That was dumb, and I couldn't see, and I tripped, and I fell on a link. Oh, con stories. You know, you could tell this to somebody who doesn't understand con, and they wouldn't understand. But you know what? I understand, and I hope the link was okay, and I very much hope you were okay, but that is a funny story now that you look back at it. It's a great one. That's a good story to tell the grandchildren. Kiss Kiss Fall in Love song plays. Yes. I miss that anime. I should go back to I should fully reread the manga. I wish it wouldn't get me copyright struck. Maybe it wouldn't. We're gonna have to test some theories. If I were to read the manga, like do a video reading manga with you all. It's a good idea. We shall see. I'll check into like the laws and whatnot, but I don't think read through would necessarily get me in trouble. Maybe, maybe not. We shall see. I actually understand the same thing happened to me, but I front a lot because of my DID. Oh, well, hello, another person with DID. Hello. It's so weird, especially like if you are the one who fronts a lot and has to just be like the face of joy. I don't have to be the face of joy. I could be depressed right now. I could be very upset. I could think about all the sad things. Shade. But I'm not going to. Yeah. When you front. I didn't know that I didn't front. I don't know why I lost time, but you know, I just assumed I sucked at time telling. I also didn't understand why a minute felt like an hour to me. It's because I wasn't not used to hanging out so often, you know? Like, time is weird. When a minute literally feels like an exact hour, and when an hour feels like an exact day, and when a day feels like a week, and you just think that you got some other problem, and a lot of people think that you just have another problem, so you get diagnosed with autism, and then they find out that you don't actually have autism. Weird. I've been through the ringer, guys. I've been through the ringer. I do the same thing singing Miraculous. Yay! It's such a funny song when things go wrong. When things go wrong. Are you excited for the 10-year anniversary of Hamsteak? It's already been 10 years? Wait, when was it 10 years? Oh my god. I'm gonna have an existential crisis. How has it already been 10 years? When did it come out? Time. I need that quote put somewhere. I put the fun in funeral. Fun story, I actually, growing up, I read that a lot on somebody's shirt that I was living with, because they worked for hospice. And whenever I was living with them, they had that shirt that said, I put the fun in funeral. And so that's kind of where I got my dark sense of humor. My mom, my other mom, like, not my biological mom, but my mom that raised me to be myself. Fabulous. When you go shopping for Cronus body pillow, Cronus is daddy, but there are none to be sold. Oh no! I have 2 body pillows. Go to Walmart or go to Target. They have body pillows. And where else? Bed Bath & Beyond might, I think. You'll find them, I hope. Otherwise, you gotta get them shipped, and they ship weird. Unless you're meaning just like the body pillow, like the sheet. That I don't know. You might have to commission somebody for. OMG, please read The Glass Scientist if you haven't read it. By the way, I would kill to see you in a Henry cosplay. I have no idea what The Glass Scientist is. I will see about it. I sent one in over DMs. DMs on Instagram? Let me see. If it's DMs here, I can't check DMs here. Not while I'm live, unfortunately. So let me see. Ready-do. If this is you, I have Fairy Vacancy sent me one. Let me see. I'm a bit weird messaging assumptions, but I am assuming things. I am assuming you are a nice person and a great influence, as well as an amazing Cecil cosplayer. Maybe. Thank you. Maybe. Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. That's for you to decide. Let's see. Oh, somebody sent me a picture of their puppy. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, no, it's so cute. Oh, snap, it's so cute. Fuzzy baby. Fuzzy baby. Oh, no. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, there's so many. Oh, so cute. Adorable. Thank you, shrink wrap. Thank you. I spat. Why did I spat saying shrink wrap? Thank you. Your puppy is adorable, I tell you. Adorable. Let's see. My next con is in May, and I don't know what to cosplay for. I am poor and don't know how to make cosplays that people recognize without actual clothing from the fandom. It depends if you want to do a casual version of them or if you want to go all out for them. I personally, I will either customize clothing from like thrift stores, like I'll go thrift shopping and I'll try to find pieces that work and then customize them a little bit and give them the character's spin. Or I will commission somebody. But it is all in your budget. But since you say that you are poor, which I too am poor, then I highly recommend like thrift store and whatnot for cosplay. Get some just like basic things, like get their shirt, get their jacket, or get their pants and kind of work through. It'll take a lot of like, you're gonna have to go to a lot of thrift stores and you're gonna have to go like every other day or whatnot, but it's worth it. It is worth it. That's how we started. Like all of our Homestuck cosplays were thrift store bought. I just like sloshed my drink. Yeah, it'll be fun. And I also recommend, very much not sponsored, but I recommend there's an app that is called Cosplanner. Yeah, Cosplanner. COS Planner. Cosplanner, all one word. I highly recommend this app because it very, very much does like help you to keep track of what you need. It lets you have like images of the character to kind of refer off of, so you can put like outfits ideas, like their shirt, a picture of their shirt, or you can put like just a picture of them, anything that's a reference picture, and then you can use it and you can be like, okay, I still need to buy a shirt, and then once you buy the shirt, you can check off have the shirt, and it'll kind of catalog for you. It'll be like, all right, you're 80% of the way done or whatnot, and I just love it. Again, not a sponsor, but I love it so much. It's a good app. Can I love you? Can you love me as much as I love you? Can you love me? I do love you. I don't know you, but you're an artful friend, so I know you, and I love you. Let's see. You can have my Gaia online account. I don't use it. Oh, you're so sweet. I want my old one though, because I want to I want to go through the memories. Memories, hollow alone in the moonlight. Sorry. Let's see. So I'm playing Legend of Zelda and running around an island in the sky, lost as fuck. Manga book club. We should do a manga book club, guys. Can we do a manga book club? Can we do a book club? Can we all like find a manga that we all like and we all read it together and we do a book club? That would be amazing. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just want to like read manga to you guys. I think it would be fun. Again, you know what? Since my brain is my brain, I'm gonna write that down. Be like, listen, manga book club. We're going to remember this. Manga book club. You know, somebody else is going to like grab my phone, since my phone is not just my phone. Somebody's gonna grab my phone, they're gonna be like, manga book club, what the fuck? Read manga for video. This is actually, if you don't know, on iPhone, they have the notes system. And if you have DID or you know somebody with DID, tell them that they can use this, the notes, because that was referred to me by a therapist, was like, hey, you don't need to carry around a notebook. You don't need a diary. You literally have notes on your phone. And what we end up doing is we use icons. So like emojis, and we'll like put an emoji next to what we're gonna say so that they know who's speaking and like what's going on and whatnot. And it's so helpful and beneficial. I highly recommend it. So great. So great. But I didn't do any of that. I just left a note that said manga book club. Read manga for video, because I feel like it's very important. It's all it's for everyone. For everyone. All right. I'm actually co-fronting at the moment. That's fun. Ah. See, how do you always like, there are some people who can fully tell that like, oh, I'm co-fronting. And then there are other times where I had no clue that I was co-fronting, but somebody knows information that they shouldn't know. And I'm like, you whore. How do you know that? So, I don't know. I don't understand this crap. I don't. I just have it. I just live with it. It's like depression. I don't understand this crap, but I just have it. So, I don't know. I don't know. I'm glad that you're able to know that you're co-fronting. I guess you're doing better than I am. You're better at this than me. I've still tried to figure out, like, there are sometimes when I'm like, am I? Maybe I am. Am I not even the one fronting? No, there are sometimes where I know that I'm not fronting and you're just screaming in the background like, fuck! And nobody can hear you. But you see everything and you hear everything and you're like, God damn it. And you're like, and you're screwing up my life. That's a mess I'm going to have to clean up, isn't it? Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Tisk tisk. Who's your favorite Homestuck character? Mine is Matuna. Oh, well, we have the same Homestuck favorite. I love Matuna, but I do like Roxy too. I do. I really love Roxy. I do. But Matuna is my favorite, for sure. Roxy's good. But Matuna's got a place in my heart. I'm glad you like my dog. Oh, well, there we go. You're the one who sent the puppy. Her name is Poppy. Oh, adorable. I love Poppy. The puppy and the singer. Is she a singer or is she a YouTube celebrity? I like her weird video. I haven't seen a lot, but she was funny. Have you watched Zombieland Sega? Nope. I don't know what that is. Also, please check the Insta DMs. I sent something for you. You sent me puppies. Yes. I saw puppy. Let's see. Oh, the glass scientist. I will have to check that out. I will check that out after the live stream. Thank you. I don't know what it is. Well, I'm seeing a lot of people wanting I just belch. I am seeing a lot of people wanting a manga book club. Oh yay. I'm gonna check the legality on it, and then if I can do it and get away with it, I want to do it. I do. Emmy, you calling me out. You calling me out. How did you know? I think I'm one of the more obvious, like, I don't know, because, like, I don't, other than on, like, videos, okay, going back and rewatching, like, vlogs, like Cosplayer Weeks, or, KW Weeks, or just video, like, God, my life has been cataloged so much, but going back and, like, watching stuff has been weird. But I can't always tell when it's me. Not all the time. Like, sometimes I question, like, is that me? Is that not me? If I remember filming it, then it's me. But if I don't remember filming it, then not me. But yeah, I feel like more people seem to, like, call me out, and they're like, I know you. But I don't know. Hey. Do you have a Discord? It would be cool to do a fan session where you can talk to you and ask stuff. That's kind of what this is more, because I tried Discord and I prefer this setting, because Discord, I can't seem to figure it out as well as I can kind of figure this out. Most accurate description of depression I've ever heard. What was that? I said a few things about depression. I can tell because my head will twitch, and that's with one alter. But that's with one alter. Oh, you get a head twitch? I've always wondered, like, if I have a signal that I just don't know about. Like, do I raise a hand? Changing! Like, I don't know. I always, like, I have one friend that I hang out with. Occasionally, like, we'll like meet up. They live far away, but they'll immediately be like, hi, and I'm like, hi, what? And they'll be like, you weren't here, we're here, and I'm like, okay. So I don't know how they know that I've switched up or whatnot. Like, hi, I'm here, but I get greeted, and I'm just like, what did I do? How am I being greeted? Like, what is happening? Although one of the best ones that I was told is that I just, like, apparently somebody was out and hanging out, and then I was like, salt. And they were like, what? And I was like, salt! Because I read a sign that said salt, and it cracked me up, because it was literally just a sign with a little salt shaker, and it just read in black font, salt. And I don't know why, but that cracked me up so bad. But they were like, that was your first thing that you said was salt. And they were like, hi. And I'm like, what? Salt. Do not. I don't know. I don't know. You do a good job explaining when I ask questions. Yay! I explain. I explain wells. I explained goodly 2 days. All hail the bees. Bees. Okay, so I like where I live because I don't have to do yard work. But one day I would really like to have a yard. I don't want to do the yard work, but I would really like to have a yard because I want bees. Oh my god, I need bees. One day I'm gonna have a backyard and I'm gonna have bees. Okay, okay. Sorry you couldn't control. Host got stressed out because of the crunch time. Understandables. Zombieland Saga is an epic anime. Legit 10 out of 10 would recommend. I'll have to look into that one. I don't generally watch anything zombie related, but I will look into that one. I think the last thing that I watched that was zombie related was I Am Legend with Will Smith. And I don't know if you call those zombies, but I call them zombies. I'm currently talking to this guy. Any tips on how to get him to like me? Just be yourself, and if he's going to like you, he will like you. Maybe ask him about things that he likes. Get to know him. Make him talk about himself. It gets guys generally more happy. I don't know. Ask him about his interest. Get to know his interests and whatnot, and seem. Don't lie if you're not interested in it. Just kind of be like, oh wow, yeah, I don't know about that and whatnot, but I'm so glad it makes you happy. That sort of stuff. Generally, that makes guys pretty happy. I has bees in my garden, and anytime one dies, I bury it. So we'll have a small grave in the yard of bees. Oh my god. That's so cute. Sad, but also so cute. Oh my god. I want a yard full of bees and I want a small little graveyard of bees. Oh my god. One day I'm gonna have bees. One day, I swear. One day. I just need a house with a little yard and a garden. Beautiful garden. I can't garden. I have a brown thumb. Okay, so it looks very pasty, but I swear, it's not a green thumb. That's for sure. Does that mean you have a beatomary? That's hard to say. Cute typed. Hard to pronounce. Hey, just wanted to say that I've been watching your channel for years, and it has helped me through some rough times. You always make me smile, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you! I hope you do have a great day, too. Are you going to do another cosplay video soon? If yes, who you gonna be? Well, right now, I'm currently working on a cosplay. I hope that it will be done for a con that I am going to, and I hope that I could maybe like film a video with it or at least do a live stream with it because it gonna be not so cheap, so I need to like do stuff with it, obviously. But I do want to do more cosplay videos. If I get time, for certain, I film, but lately I got a promotion, and so I've just been working my little tail off. I got promoted faster than anybody's ever been promoted there. I've been working my little booty off. Very much. I feel like I just started because I've been there like a year and a few months now, and I got promoted like when did I get promoted? Got promoted months ago, but I've been working my tail off. No one got my B pun. That really stings. Hey. I love you and cosplays. Thank you. I love you too. The idea is really hard to explain. It is. Very, very much. There were these giant black bees that would swoop down and almost hit my head, and I ran away and locked myself inside. Black bees? Do you mean horseflies? I've never seen a black bee. I've seen horseflies, and they're giant, and they do look the size of bees, but they're flies. And those hurt. Oh my god, I hate when they land on me. I'm like, owie, 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 owie. Get off. Also, do you have any Homestuck / other fandom OCs you've ever made? Maybe an old cringy OC? Yes. So, oh, I don't even know where it is. We even made one. It was a baby doll that we painted gray, and we gave it little nubby horns, and we said that it was Dave and Carcat's love child, and that turned into an OC. It was very cringy. His name was Irony, because Dave named it. So his name was Irony, and he was just a weird OC that was just the creation of Carcat and Dave having a love child, just for shits and giggles, basically. I am starting to notice co-fronting. Cool. It's not the easiest thing. Man, things that you just don't even realize about yourself. It sucks. Don't work too hard. Make sure that you get time for yourself. I would love to. If these things didn't exist, I would have a lot more time to myself, for sure. But I am on call 24/7, so I don't get way too much time to myself. You mentioned you were working on a cosplay. If possible, can you live stream your progress? That would be fun. I don't have anything for it right now because right now it is being commissioned. Well, the wig is being commissioned. I still have to try to figure out the outfit. Maybe one day I will do a video about the outfit because it's a debacle. Trying to figure out some things, but I also don't know because I'm kind of uncomfortable communicating about because I don't want to be taken the wrong way. But we'll see. I've been asking around and asking people because I want to make sure that I do things respectfully and that I do things just respectfully and nice and like because like it is a character that I very much love and I don't want things taken incorrectly for sure, and I want to be respectful and all that. So we shall see. We shall see. But when it's done, you for sure will see it. So definitely, like, especially if you follow like on Instagram and you follow on Snapchat and all that sort of things, like, yeah, it will be seen. Did my Trezzy cosplay a year ago, and I still have Snazaroo in my glasses. Oh my god, the feels of body paint. I always swear off paint like for cosplays, and then for some reason it always sneaks back up on me, and I'm like, how did this happen? I keep saying I won't do it again, but here I am. So yeah, you find it for the rest of your life. It's going to invade your life for the rest of your life. It'll be sweet memories, but oh my god. What is co-fronting? Oh, okay, so co-fronting with the ID means that two people are trying to share the same vision or hearing or like having some like where two people are basically conscious at the exact same time, and it can be pretty like difficult. um I mean, the idea in itself is difficult, but co-fronting is just like whenever there are two people kind of like hearing or seeing or experiencing the same situation at the exact same time. Co-fronting is different for everybody. Some people like co-fronting means that only one person heard like just hearing, or sometimes it means just seeing, or it means like feeling, or everything, where it's just like two people trying to share everything at the exact same time. But I like sometimes I can tell if I'm co-fronting just because like I'll start to get migraine and I'll start to realize like, oh, okay, I think I know what's going on because my brain is just kind of overloading, and that can be pretty difficult. I had a horrible ass migraine the other day, and I realized that yeah, I think I was co-fronting. It was kind of confirmed that I was co-fronting, but they weren't sure, and I wasn't sure. Like they didn't know I was there, and I didn't know they were there, but we kind of experienced the same like issue of we both had a migraine, and we both were like, well, I didn't realize you were there, and I didn't realize you were there, so. Even the ID makes it hard to make time for yourself. Yes. Yeah, no. And that's been issues with this job is the fact that I primarily work a lot. And that can be sad because then it's like, yay, I have an off night, or yay, I have some free time, and then I don't get it. And so like then I'll see like, oh, well, so and so obviously got that free time. I do all the work, but so and so got to have fun, and that can be stressful, but I mean, they deserve time too. I just wish that not all of my time was dedicated to working, but I am happy that I have this. I am very happy that I was able to have this moment with you all because I love you all so very, very much, and this is fun for me. So this is my me time. Yes, yes. I do Aradia and Vriska, Prince of the Heartache. Did a lot of them. All. I miss those. I miss Aradia especially. Love. Love, love, love. Vriska I never really got way too into, but I did like Aradia. I think my friend has something like that, question mark, except they have around 12 people now. Ew, God. That doesn't sound fun. Roscoe was co-fronting with me, Aras. That was me, Aras. Aras? Aras? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. That was a trip. It's also really nice to hear another cosplayer with DID, man gosh. Confronting headaches are real, OMG. Confronting headaches sound painful. What side/section do you get them in? Which lobe would be a better question to clarify. Generally, I get them behind my eyeballs first. Like, where my eye literally, like, one of my eyes will start to feel, it always just depends, but a lot of the time it starts to feel like my eyeball is literally going to pop out of my head, and then the front of my head will start pounding, but then it'll slowly travel backward, and then literally it starts just pulsating. The last one that I had, like, a few days ago, literally did a warping effect, and I went blind for a little bit, and I was like, I fucking can't see, it hurts, and I was at work, and I was just like, I threw up a lot, and I was just like miserable to hell and back, but that's called a migraine. They're not fun, but it feels like somebody's just trying to squeeze your brain out, and it sucks. But I honestly felt this last one like as if something was just like rippling, like almost like a sonic wave, just kind of like rippling throughout my head. Like if you drop a rock in water and it does that ripple effect, that was going on in my head, but with pain. And then my eyeball felt like it was just gonna pop on out. Painful. I threw up so much. Let's see. I love you, you special bean. I love you. You're a good egg. If I'm a bean, you a good egg. I get mine's in the front of my head, but sometimes like on the right side. Mine always just kind of vary depending on the severity of the migraine, to be honest. Like, and normal headaches, like those ones always just kind of like do their own thing. Like, it depends if it's a sinus headache, which I don't generally get, but if I do, that's one type of headache. And then if I get like just a stress headache, that'll be a different one. Headaches, man. That one time when someone else took your hangover for you, at least I think it was you drunk texting me. Listen, getting a hangover when you didn't drink is one of the worst feelings in the world. It's like, oh, you got to have fun. Thanks for making me miserable. I appreciate it. One of them hates me. She/he/they have been my best friends since I was 4. Aw, but they hate you? Oh wait, I'm confused. Your friend? But they hate you? Oh, one of them hates you. Oh, okay, now I understand. Oh, I'm sorry about that. They told me a few days ago, and they cried, and I was socially awkward. Oh my. I'm sorry about that. Who's your least favorite Homestuck character? Don't hate me, I don't really care for Equius. Ah, you know what? I'm gonna have to match you on that. I don't fully care for Equius either. Like, least favorite character, like one that I kind of forget about a lot is Equius. I didn't find too much in him that I fully enjoyed, so he kind of goes to the back of the list for certain. I literally grabbed my coffee, and for some reason this fell on me. I love it so much. It's my chill pill. I need it. It's a nice little squish. Little squish. Get that rage out. I know I'm kind of wearing out the subject of Zombieland, sorry, but the show has a confirmed trans femme character, and she is absolutely lovely and seriously good and not entirely zombie-centric. I will definitely try to check that out for sure. Yes, yes, thank you for the recommendation. So you both get them in the front lobe? Those are pressure headaches. I'm not surprised it causes those kinds of headaches given the nature of it. I don't know where they get it. I just know, like, a lot of the time, yeah, my front of my head feels like it's going to pop open. A lot of the time out my eyeball, but it always just depends. I don't know where they get it, though, because we've never really talked about the headaches. We'll just be like, I had a fucking migraine. We don't, like, go into detail with each other of, like, mine was here and mine was there. No, most of the time it's just like, I had an effing migraine. Roscoe was lovely. Salim was not out. Persecutors are no good to come out. Yeah. See, I didn't know literally anything whatsoever about the idea until I was diagnosed, and even then I was like very confused. So my doctor like really tried. I had two doctors that really tried like explaining things to me and like trying to make me understand like what the hell. But like yeah, the persecutors sort of situation, that one confused me for quite a while because I'm like, isn't that just all of them? Like that's kind of how I felt, but you know, you just kind of have to. Everybody's got their own ones and their own ways of handling, and yeah, some are really awful. Some are very, very awful. But hey, I told them I was a trans FTM, still in the closet for over 5 years. Transphobe mother is hell to live with. Ah. I'm confused right now. Like they told you that they had the ID and you told them you were trans. Oh, okay. I think I'm understanding. We just awkwardly hugged it out. Oh, but that's good. Hug it out. I usually get them when I'm sick. Yeah. Headaches, migraines, oh my god. Pain. Those doctors are valid in this chat. I'm confused, but yes. One of her favorite insults is to call me autistic or to hit me. Ew. That's not good. Not good. That's abuse. No, no, no. That was weird. I just saw the bat emoji. Was that an alter out? I somehow managed to calm down. I missed like a lot. Welcome back. Welcome back. That's called abuse. I'll fight your mom. Yeah, that's not good. My best friend found the gray paint in my glasses, and she told me that she refuses to cosplay trolls with me ever again. Understandable. Understandable. Sad, but understandable. No, I don't know why I said no. LOL. Okay, I got confused too. I'm like, just random Emmys over here, like, no. Reject it. No. Even though I've tried to convince. Are you able to speak to a school counselor without her knowing? Like, I think you could go in, like, to a school counselor or whomever and communicate with them. And if you tell them not to tell your parent, they for certain will. Gray paint gets everywhere. Yes, it does. You can just find it everywhere, even a day or two afterwards. Okay, so about gray paint, when I was moving from the old place, I found it on the door. Like on the back of one of our bathroom doors, I found a smudge of gray paint and I was trying to clean it off of the wooden door. That was not easy. That was not easy at all. I am pretty sure because of the brand I use. Honestly, with gray paint, it just kind of gets everywhere no matter the brand. I haven't found a single brand that doesn't just kind of like, if it gets somewhere, it stays. And if it's water-based, it's a little easier to clean off, but it'll stay. They would tell my parents if it's life-threatening. Well, then I honestly, since I've been there, done that, wrote the book on it, as far as like being a teenager who was suicidal. Honestly, if you tell someone like, hey, I've been having these thoughts, I am not actively doing this, they're not going to tell. You can go to them and be like, I want to communicate this so that I do not become active right now. And they will listen and they will not tell. If you tell them not to tell, they're not required to tell, and all of that sort of thing. So just communicate with them if you trust them, like, hey, I am depressed or I am upset, but I'm not active right now. But I don't want to become, that's why I'm communicating. Then they should not tell your parents if you tell them not to and what sort of thing. But they could get you some advice, they can get you some help, they can get you like all sorts of stuff. Internet friends are my only lifeline. And they can only do so much. So I really do recommend, though, definitely trying to get some sort of professional help, even if your parents won't let you get like specific professional help. There are ways out there to get professional help, even without parental consent and all sorts of stuff. So just I really remember that your life is important and that this time will pass. As somebody who has been through the ringer as far as many issues and whatnot, like it doesn't feel like it ever will stop and whatnot, but there is help out there and there are ways to get around it, even if your parents are not for it or anything like that. You don't have to wait till you're 18. There are ways to get very good help without even your parents having to know. My headaches have been terrible recently too, but everything's been wrong lately, so oops. Yeah, you've been through the ringer as far as pain lately, so I worry about you a lot. I do. I do. Stop being in pain, Emmy. Stop it. Just stop it. I'm sorry if I come across as ignorance, but I'm kind of oblivious to DID. But from what you've said, I was wondering, is it something like disassociate disorder, like just a floaty feeling, then waking up? No. So as far as DID, it's where you actually you can only get it if you're super super young. So you had to have basically, like, there are different forms. Like there is different forms of disassociation. So like, yeah, some people have a disassociation where they just like will zone out or space out or whatever, and that is disassociating. Pretty much every single person on the planet has where they will disassociate. Like, say you're driving to work and it's a regular route that you take and you don't really remember how you got there, but you're there. That's very, very normal for pretty much every single, even neurotypical person. Whereas DID means that you have many different people that just kind of do their own thing with your body, with your life. It is something that you can't just happen upon. It is a almost, I don't want to call it a PTSD defense mechanism, but essentially that's what it is. It's just kind of like your brain decides that it can't handle something at all. Generally around the age of like 4 or 5, pretty young, when your brain is still very fragile, very new, very fresh, and you go through something that's so stressful and your brain can't handle it, so it just kind of splits off. Now, if you get it later in life and you don't have the amnesia factors or anything like that, there are forms of that where people have alters from like other bad experiences. You can't get it without trauma. So any major, like where you get alters or anything like that, you can't get without trauma. So like when I have head characters, like I have Cecil, or I have Matuna, or anything like characters that are just like fun, and I cosplay them and I can get in character real quick. And sometimes I'll like be able to think about like, oh, they would think this or whatever. That is not at all disassociation. That is something that's just like a fun, like my brain has just having fun, almost like an imaginary friend and whatnot. But those are, I'm in full control of being in character. I am in full control of, all of that, of switching in and out of characters and whatnot. Whereas disassociation, zero control. So if somebody even right now wanted to just like pop on out and decide they don't want to do this anymore, they could. Like, it's just one of those of, my life is not 100% my own, and I just share a life with other people, which sucks. It's like having roommates that can do whatever they want, not just with your house, but with yourself as well. So it's just kind of a not so pleasant experience, but it's a defense mechanism that your little tiny young brain decided to create. So that's why like some people will have like animals, because for them like maybe a dog could protect them or whatever, so their brain just kind of like goes to a dog is very protective. Or some people have like a parental that was somebody that they trusted, and their brain tries to be like, well, they'll protect me, and actually make a figment of basically their parent, that sort of thing. So that's why like people's, especially first alters, will be very just like very, you can tell that it formed from a child's perspective or whatnot, but they can develop into very mature. It just depends. It really does. And then from there, your brain just kind of like, since you were so young, and your brain's like, ooh, so this is how we handle stress or whatnot. That's why people can start just developing alters randomly, because the brain's like, oh, I can't handle this trauma if a new one occurs, or something super, super stressful like a death or something happens, and then all of a sudden they're like, a new person appears. So it's just a weird, weird issue. It's something that can stem from trauma, but it's different for everyone. Honestly, like with DID, it is something that you have to have trauma for. It can't just like magically appear. If something like it magically does appear, it's not DID, it's something different. There are other dissociation disorders that do come from like different situations that are not trauma based. Um, but as far as like what I have is from childhood. So something that I've been facing since I was a kid. Now I just chase my friends with Snazaru, and she says something when she says something rude. Oh no, that would cause a fight. L'Oreal Paris is the brand I use on the tiniest amount of baby powder. Would highly recommend. Never made a mess. Oh yeah, baby powder. That's what I use. Talcum powder to seal. Never tried with L'Oreal Paris. Um, hmm. I'll have to look into that. They borrow your flesh sack, and it can be annoying at times. Putting it lightly. Yeah, basically. Basically. And the issue too is like not knowing who's who, like, or knowing like who's real, and that there's stresses. So the way that I say, if you do deal with somebody with the ID or whatnot, they're all real. Treat them as such, because in my situation, like, it has caused a lot of issues if not treated as a real human being. It makes people feel very upset, like being like, oh wow, I'm not real, and that can cause some issues. So let's just treat everybody like a real human being, because they are. So any pro tips for starting college? I'm starting my first semester soon, and I have no idea what to expect. I was homeschooled, so I'm totally lost in a classroom environment. Homeschool buddy, I was homeschooled too. Hello, homeschool buddy. Um, Honestly, I didn't go to college. I know that's bad. I did not go to college. I ended up going to a VOTEC later in life. I recently graduated a VOTEC, and then I immediately got a job right after it. But VOTEC was my way of handling, and I handled that so much better, I think. But as far as like a college, I think just like making sure that you keep track of your schedule, making sure that you stay healthy, sane, by not going to a lot of parties, even though there's going to be like people going to ask you and whatnot, but also not getting way too stressed out. Like take some time for you, but schedule out every single day. Like, okay, from this time to this time is this class. And then right after this class, I'm going to do my homework. Get homework out of the way first, always, because the last thing you want is to be enjoying your night at IHOP with friends or whatnot and be stressing over, oh my god, if we keep hanging out any longer, then I'm not going to get this homework done. I'm not going to get time to sleep. So try very hard to always put your schoolwork first, get it done as fast as possible, and then you'll have plenty of time to hang out with yourself or hang out with your friends and whatnot, but without that stress attached to it. Because there's fun times are fun, like hanging out at IHOP with friends is great, but it's not fun pretty much at all. Even if you're having fun, there's too much stress put on you if you're too busy thinking about the thing that you procrastinated on. So always try very hard to get your important stuff out of the way first. That way, all you have to think about is just having fun. It makes things go a lot better. I suggest talking to your college counselor. They have tons of advice and can help you. Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Also, don't fall for credit cards. Yeah. Thank you. You know what, Shadow? You are right. Don't get a credit card. Get an emergency credit card, but that be literally for like if your tire explodes and you have no other money. Do not get credit cards. Do not rack up any of that. No. They're a mistake. They're a lie. They are a lie. Like for myself, I have a debit card and I have cash. Nobody's going to deny you if you're like, I'm paying with cash or I'm paying with a debit card because it's money up front right then and there. So don't fall for the, well, you need a credit card to grow credit. I am 26 years old and I have built up credit. The only credit that I have is rental history, which is seen as credit. So long as you pay your rent on time and whatnot, you Gucci. Because I've been able to buy cars with cash and stuff like that. So, and I always pay my rent with my debit card. Like, do not fall for a credit card. Those are just no. You can live life without them. I know a lot of people say that you can't buy a car or you can't buy rent or you can't blah, 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 blah. You can. Don't fall for those scams. You can with cash. You can get away your life with cash. Okay? Okay. It's wiser than going into debt. It really is. Pro tip for college. Curl up in the fetal position and beg for mercy from the college gods. Also develop a strong taste for ramen. True. Beans and rice. Eggs. Like if you hear my voice and then you notice a sudden change or me going silent, it's an alter. I have non-human alters and human alters. Yeah, like I don't know what I seem like when I switch, but yeah. Everybody's different. Everybody's got like their own unique ways. I know that my voice will be different because my family and my friends have always been like, well, we just always thought you were just kind of like, you always get a little loopy or different. Like you always change and whatnot. So they'll say like my voice will change and they'll say like my whole attitude and my whole like likes and food and likes and things. Like there are foods that I will not eat, but there are alters who will. So everything just kind of like changes. We have the same tongue. Why do they like that? I wish my tongue could like that, but it doesn't. But yet it's the same tongue and they like it. I don't understand. My friends call themselves a meat cart. Oh my god, my computer is falling. No! Don't fall. Don't fall. My friends call themselves a meat cart and we joke about it. I don't think my friend has it from trauma though. They said that they got it randomly a few years ago. You cannot get it randomly. So they may have like a different form of disassociation with alters attached to it, but that would not be considered DID. So I don't know what they have. I'm not a doctor either, so I don't know. But you cannot just randomly happen upon it. DID is something that does just kind of like, it is only trauma based. Like, personally for myself, I don't know what happened. My parents haven't even said because they're worried, but I don't know personally what happened. But I did develop it at a very, very, very young age. Pull up days. Okay, so this is a random thing, but I have divided personality disorder, and one of them, her name is Kelly, is having like a fangirling episode. I have not heard of that one, but yeah, there's all types of different ones. So Kelly is a big ass mood. Hello, Kelly. How are you? I don't know why you're having a fangirl episode, but I hope you saw something that you like. Not going to college isn't bad. Thank you, Emmy. It wasn't bad, actually. Like, to be fair, I don't have college debt. Because, you know, like, Votech is not as expensive. I was able to graduate Votech very early. I was supposed to have been there, like, over a year. I ended up, like, not even a year of Votech. I was able to graduate because I was just a fast ass, and I just took it at my own pace and was like, "Pachoom!" So I was able to graduate with honors, and I did extracurricular that helped me to, I like got to go to Disney World and whatnot, and we won like first place for one of our competitions and whatnot. So it's just one of those. Votech really helped me, and definitely helped like one of my alters to get like a better grasp on things of like realizing he's not an idiot. Okay, so he's an idiot, but he's not a big idiot. But yeah, it just I don't have college debt. I really like that. Um, but to each their own. Like, I preferred Votech. It kind of helped me. I made a friend who ended up is the reason why I have the job that I have now, and then we ended up being coworkers. And then I took their position. They got the promotion, and then I took over their position whenever they got a different job within the same company. So it's just been great. Like, I highly owe my life to that Votech. I really do. And it was so much different than what I was expecting because I didn't believe that I could actually do college. But man, Votech, I did full time. I was supposed to have been there a year, but I ended up graduating very early with honors. Yay! Not to brag, but like honestly, to each their own. Some people prefer the college atmosphere, some people don't, but if college ends up being something that you can't handle or don't want to handle, then I'll recommend like that you try out a Votech because at least having something can at least get you somewhere to get a good job and whatnot. Are all of your fam called the same thing or do you have different names? My friend can name all of her fam and give vivid descriptions of each. For her, she doesn't black out, but the fam black out, but the fam randomly switches out. Um, honestly, like now that I know that I have it, and now that like things have been explained, it has been stressful because like this has literally been going on since I was a kid. So all of us have just kind of had the same name. We've all just kind of like grown up, just like, oh, that's my name. That must be my name because that's what people are calling us. So it's just one of those of now we are trying to just figure out names just to try to like in communication with each other. So we do use emojis on the phone and whatnot, but yeah, most of us have the exact same name. Now, some have chosen that they're like, oh, well, then to separate myself and kind of give myself to validate that I am my own person and that I don't want to be just a group. They will make their own name, but that's on them and it's almost like a nickname to them. essentially because they still do go by my name. So it's just a weird situation, but it's just because, like, yeah, we all grew up living the same life with the same people and all called the same thing. So unfortunately, now only one did already just have their own name, but everybody's different. Some people will already just have somebody who's named somebody else and whatnot, but everybody's a little bit different. Best advice that I can give, don't take too many classes, it will ruin everything. Yes. Yes. Do not overload yourself. Yeah, you may feel like, well, if I do all these classes at once, then I'll be able to get all of this done sooner. Yeah, but think about your health. Figure out how much can you actually handle, and don't be ashamed to have to cancel a class and be like, you know what? Maybe I'll take this next semester, but right now I'm overloaded, so I cannot take this one right now. Like, learn yourself, learn your pace, learn what all you can handle. Also learn your professor's pace, because some professors will overload you with homework and some will not. So if you're like, oh, well, these are easy classes sitting in the classroom environment, but then whenever you get home and you're like with all this homework, you may need to like have to drop classes. And don't be ashamed. Every single person handles college very differently. Everyone in this chat is amazing and wonderful and hella valid. I love you all. Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. Don't take too many dull credits if you're still in school too. Yeah, as far as credits, as far as college credits, yeah, you just, again, just take things at your own pace, your own standards, your own time, learn what you can handle, and work with that. There's no shame in having to go slower, there's no shame in having to handle less, and there's no shame in doing a lot more than others. Like, do what you feel is comfortable. Alters tend to have different names. Yeah. But again, everybody's different. So, like, yeah, alters will generally want their own name and their own identity because they may decide, like, wow, okay, no, I'm me. Hi. Get to know me. So I just had my entire thing went down to the bottom. No. There we go. Okay. Kelly is a confused bean right now. I am Ray. I trying going to mortuary school. I want to be a mortician, but all of my friends are low. Oh, you're weird. But the guy I'm talking to says he's interested in it too. Ooh, I love mortuary. Oh my god, if formaldehyde did not, like, formaldehyde makes me sick. This is falling again. Formaldehyde makes me sick. I wish it didn't. Because I wanted to do like taxidermy and whatnot, but I'd also love to like do things in the death industry and whatnot, just because like I was raised by somebody who was a part of the death industry. And so it's something that's always fascinated me. So I'm excited that you're doing that. That's exciting, exciting. Even if your friends think you're weird, I think it's exciting. You do you. My facial expressions change sometimes too. It's weird. People keep telling me I should kill my new pet, and I'm trying to respond to those messages. Ooh. Yeah, don't just ignore those messages. People, no, that's disgusting. No, ignore those. Block those. How dare? That's awful. Awful, awful, awful. Like, Logan tends to have an overbite and curls up my mouth really high, and I don't like that. Are kind of cool. What the heck? Tech schools are normally 1 or 2 years long. Yeah. Yeah, if you go to tech school, you're not gonna be there, like, super, super long. You're gonna learn a lot, but you're not gonna be there as long as college because generally, like, they don't put you through, like, the ringer of you have to take this many classes and you have to do this many. It's like, okay, here's exactly what you're going to learn, and this is the field of study. Like, I went into video and broadcasting, and so that's all I learned. They did have me do just like a few basic like tests just to make sure like the I could get some math credit and whatnot, but they don't do a math credit thing. They just kind of like they wanted to make sure that on my documentation it said that I can do like some math and whatnot. I suck at math, but I passed. Um, they got me a counselor and whatnot or a tutor. For it and whatnot. Like they will help you as much as possible, but they're also very cheap. And depending on where you go, if you don't have a car, like the one that I went to, if you didn't have a car, so it was you were struggling to like get back and forth from school, sometimes like depending on the school, they would like give you cars to rent and whatnot. So like just part of your normal like fees and whatnot, you could get a car. Um so that you could come back and forth. So the school would basically donate you a car for a while with some rules attached to it, but like you could have a car to go to class every single day. Mine also had a food pantry. So if you like went to that school, no questions asked food pantry. So if you came in and you were like, hey, I do not have food at home, I can't afford food or whatnot, then you could go into the food pantry and get yourself a sack of food. Like they'd just be like, here's a bag, fill it up, no questions asked. Also, the one that I went to had a free doctor. So if you were feeling sick or if you like were having who knows what, you could just go to the doctor for free. Um, and they had one there. It wasn't a school nurse; it was an actual like MD. So that was nice. Um, And then if you wanted a free haircut, obviously it being a Votech, they had cosmetology. So if you were willing a free haircut with a student, you could get a free haircut with a student. I highly recommend Votex if you don't feel like you can handle college. If you feel like you can handle college, go for it. But depending on every employer is different. I was thankful with the employer that I found that they take a Votech credit, like a Votech certificate. And they were like, oh, yeah, well, this is on video and broadcasting. So that's what our job is. And here you go, have the job. So it always just depends. And generally during interviews, you just kind of got to prove yourself of just kind of like, I can do this job. And here's why. Having documentation of that is nice. Listen, I have college debt and no degree, and upside down smiley face. It is not fun. Oh, yeah. College debt sucks. And especially if you didn't get anything out of it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. She's a brown recluse who lives above my bedroom door, and I've started feeding. Oh, well, don't kill a brown recluse. Just don't get bit. Because the crap that you'll deal with, like being bit by a brown recluse, that sucks. But if you feel safe enough to keep it, like, you do you. Just be very, very careful because brown recluse bites are absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. Okay, so hi, I'm Kelly. As you know, the reason I'm fangirling is because you, senpai, actually answered / read my comments. Oh, hello. I am not a senpai. I am just human. Or am I dancer? Oh gosh, be careful with the boy. I think it's fine as long as you are safe. People are upset I'm letting her live because she is massively venomous, but she never leaves her web from what I observe and minds her own business. Honestly, yep, it's up to you as far as what you feel is safe. Just, yeah, remember that they are venomous and that they are bad. Bad, bad, bad. Like, they can be sweet, precious babies, but if they bite you, you will have problems. On the subject of disorders, don't get a self diagnosis and start labeling yourself as such. It'll do more harm than good in several ways. Also, went to a tech, but before college, and it was honestly better. Yeah, do not self diagnose yourself with anything, even depression. Even if you know that you're depressed and you're like, yeah, no, I'm valid, I have depression, don't self-diagnose yourself because it could be something else. It could be depression, hand holding with something else. It is best to always go to professionals. Now, if you go to a professional and you don't really feel like they understood, or you feel like maybe they just kind of like blank slated you, or like they just kind of like made their own assumption pretty quick off the bat, go somewhere else. Like, personally, for myself, I've now been seeing like multiple different types. So, therapist, psychiatrist, psychologist. I've been going through the ringer and whatnot, just like making sure, and every one of them being also on the same page with each other. But as far as therapy, sometimes you're gonna have to go through like a few to find one that you feel works best for you and with you and stuff like that. But yeah, never self-diagnose, because you could fully think that you know what you have, but it could be something completely different. Because like, I know that you can also be misdiagnosed to a point where you're treating a symptom but not the actual whole. So like depression, for me, I do have, but it is also a symptom of something else. So it's not just that. So if I were to just be diagnosed with depression like I was with as a kid, it was not handling like everything else. And then I was diagnosed as bipolar as a preteen, and then it turns out I wasn't even bipolar. They just went off of side effects and believed that I was. And then we found out, no, I'm not. So really just make sure that you get professionals, get yourself a team and whatnot, especially if you think that you have something major. Get yourself a team of people to really figure out what you've got and whatnot. Do not self-diagnose yourself. I know we like to believe that we know ourselves better than anybody else, but don't self-diagnose. It's not healthy. It's not. I might empty out a tank for her because I really do like her. I regret posting about her though, because the amount of kill her responses I've gotten. Yeah, I would ignore those, honestly. Like, people just who don't like spiders. Like, personally, I don't like spiders. I'm not arachnophobic, but I personally don't like spiders, but I wouldn't kill her. No. I'd take her outside and be like, you're not welcome here. But if you think she's welcome there, then cool. Just at your own discretion. If you think you may have something, then ask your doctor about it. Very much. Always bring it up with somebody. Be like, hey, so I wonder if I have X, Y, and Z. Can we kind of try to figure out if I do or not? And go from there. If you have a doctor who's not willing to do that, then move on to the next one or whatever. But if you find a good doctor who's willing to like explore with you to try to figure out what you have, that's great. But it's always best to go in with somebody who has done research and knows. Like, one of the doctors that I ended up going to, I drove 2 hours. I drove quite a way to go see, because he is the only one who has the most research done on the subject that I was needing answers for myself. And I was like, I want you to diagnose me because this is your specialty. This is your field. I want diagnosed with this if I have it. I was like, I don't want to have this. It wasn't DID, but it was another issue. I was like, I don't want to have this. This is not something that I'm hoping that I have. However, I'm very concerned that this is what I have. And I would like you, because this is your ultimate specialty, I would like you to tell me if I do or not. And so we had sessions and whatnot, and then I was diagnosed. So honestly, I'm fully against self-diagnoses. And yes, I've spent more money in my life on medical than I have on food even, or rent. I do have a lot of medical debt and whatnot, but I mean, the way that one of my doctors put it as far as mental health goes is, if you have a mental disorder, and especially an extreme mental disorder, it is the way that she described it. She's a psychologist. She said that to her, she sees it as if you do have a cancer in your body, that nobody should ever say that well, you're spending too much time trying to fight a mental disorder because you should be able to get over it. She was like, if you have a big mental disorder, it's the same as like having cancer. You cannot just get over it. You do need to actually get treatment, get help, try to fight it and whatnot, and work with it and stuff. And you wouldn't tell somebody who has like any other brain issue, like a brain disorder, like say they have a concussion or they have a brain tumor. She was like, you would not tell a person to just get over that. And she was like, but it is the same with mental health. Your brain is damaged. It is a mental disorder. So your brain is not functioning like it should. So you do need to go get help with it, but don't self-diagnose, because there is a YouTuber that I followed who didn't know he had a brain tumor. So all of his stuff he just kind of like explained away with just other issues and whatnot until he had a seizure and they found out that, oh, you have a brain tumor. So don't self-diagnose because you may miss something pretty big. Also, WebMD, if you got like the sniffles, if you go on WebMD to self-diagnose yourself of why you got the sniffles, WebMD is going to tell you you've got cancer. It's weird. I don't recommend WebMD. We all should go. Roscoe should be resting. I just checked and they do have a fever. This is Faye. We started fronting again. Well, if you got a fever, yeah, go lay down. Go take care of yourself. Let's see. Gotta go, it's 2 a.m. Hope y'all fronting and the fans have a fabulous day. Have a good night. It is late for you. Have a good night. Always talk to your professor and know the hours that they keep for helping students. Yes. Communicating with professors is always very, very important. If you need more time, communicate that with them. If you don't understand something, communicate with them. Like that's why they're there. It went down to the bottom again. Oh no. Oh crap. Okay, crap. Okay, crap. Where am I? Let's see. There we go. Also the Good Death. Ask a Mortician. Yes, I love Ask a Mortician. I do. I love their channel. Oh my god, she's amazing. I love her channel so much. I actually, I don't remember how old I was, but I had seen her book way before I had ever even seen her channel. So it was really funny because whenever she was like, "This is my book," I'm like, "Oh, I know that book. I know that book. Oh my god!" The smoke gets in your eyes. Let's get back. Even though I want to be a mortician, I want a natural burial, like no embalming of my body. I highly recommend then ask a mortician because she does all natural burials. I subscribe to you. I know a death positive person when I see one. Thank you. Thank you. Math was my downfall. Math is honestly one of the big reasons why I decided not to go to college. Because I was like, I'm not going to be able to pass a college math anything. I I learned about natural burial. Yes. Did you ever tell your film school classmates about your YouTube? Okay, so I did tell them that I had a YouTube. I did not tell them what my YouTube channel was. I did get interviewed one time about it. So obviously that guy who is now my coworker, obviously he knew about it. But most of them only knew that I had a YouTube channel, but they didn't know what it was. I did cosplay at school though, for Halloween, and that was interesting. My tech thing is 90% on hands work and only 80% or 10% math slash know how needs. Big mood, meth is hard. What if you couldn't drive? I am sure that they had ways, like, if you couldn't drive and, like, you couldn't take, like, one of their cars or whatever, they were so much about, like, trying so hard to make sure every person possible, like, they were so accepting and welcoming of pretty much, like, every single person that I'm sure that if you couldn't drive, I'm positive that they would have found somebody to give you a ride every day. I'm positive they would have tried to work that out with somebody because, like, the tech school that I went to, like, honestly, they gave clothes. If you like, we always had a little coat rack thing where people could donate clothes, like, they could just throw a shirt or a coat or whatever they wanted on that, but even if people didn't, they would actually, like, make sure it was always filled with stuff, so they'd go to thrift stores and they'd always, like, get stuff so that that coat rack was always full, and it was always just a privately you could grab something. You never had to ask for permission to grab a coat, you never had to ask for permission to grab a shirt, you never had to ask for permission for, like, they always tried to make sure that they knew that they catered to people who were very, very poor. They knew that they catered to people who didn't have, like, the best means in life. So if you needed, like, with myself, if you needed a tutor, they'd give it to you for free, that sort of thing. Like, they tried very hard. So I loved my tech school so much because, yeah, they tried to make sure that anybody and everybody had the opportunity to get the education that they wanted, which is amazing to me. I don't know about every tech school because, like, every single tech school handles themselves differently, but if you can find one that can meet your needs, it's amazing. Be aware of how the funeral industry is just that, an industry. Very old, pushy one that isn't exactly welcoming to new ideas, so be prepared for that. Yeah, definitely. Thankfully, with people like Caitlin and whatnot, with Ask a Mortician, like, they are kind of paving the way to make sure that things are becoming better for the death industry and whatnot, so that natural burials hopefully will one day be the thing. We'll go back to the good old days. Let's see. BRB moving to okay to go to your school. Yes! Come to Oklahoma. Please, please. Emmy, please. Come to Oklahoma. We we can just, like, get a two-bedroom apartment and whatnot, and if you can't drive, then guess what? I'll take you to school. Yes, yes. Good ideas. Good ideas. It was such a good school. I loved it so much. I didn't think that I could handle it. I didn't think that I could do it because I'd literally just been diagnosed with the ID, and so there was a lot of issues going on at that time when I started, but oh my god, it was one of the best decisions that I'd ever made. Yes, 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 yes. Now I'm having an anxiety attack because I don't know what I did. Oh no! Don't have an anxiety attack. I'm so sorry. Let's see. I don't live in Nevada. No. Nirvana. Nevada is Nevada if you squint really hard and take a sip of alcohol. You funny. No, I don't. I've never actually lived in Nevada. Tech oftentimes leads to jobs in the industry you trained for in indirectly. If you do well, they are a fantastic if you have a set career goal. Yeah, I wanted something in video or broadcasting and whatnot, and what I was promised originally, and most of the classes are a promised job right out of school. They will work with you to try to get you a job automatically. Kind of like college, they don't promise you a job. They don't try to seek out a job for you necessarily. Some will, but not most. Whereas with a tech school, they will try very hard to make sure that right when you graduate, you already have a job. With most of my classmates, they actually were still in school with a job that they were able to get from the class. The professor was able to get them a job while they were still in school. So really work with your teacher and whatnot because they're there trying to work for you because they very much want you to have a job immediately out of school. And so I was able to get my career job right out of school. So it is amazing. Even though our class was technically seen as dying because the broadcasting in Oklahoma is kind of a dying industry. So there weren't jobs available. They really worked with me and they really wanted to work with me and whatnot to try to get me a job. So I was able to get a job out of school, even with the market being very low on trying to get jobs like that. So work with them. Work with them. They have Bible schools now for missionaries, and if you go to that, most require you to have a trade and can put you through it. Make some more friends than I don't get. Sorry. Wait, I'm very confused. Let's see. I don't know where I am in the chat anymore because it literally keeps going up and down. Dang it. Let's see. Do. I don't think I could ever be a mortician. I have high respect for you all. I wouldn't be able to help myself, but to play with squishy organs. Oh my god. Especially stomachs. Marine biology blindsided me with how fun it is. See, I've never dissected. I never dissected anything. Don't know that I could. I just know that formaldehyde makes me puke. Oh my god. Been around like people dying and dead and whatnot, but I've never like been able to handle like if they like do any of the formaldehyde smell, I can't do. I puke, and I don't know why. Don't know why. Depends on the animal. Sharks are like playing with a water balloon. Crayfish have teeth in their stomach, so you gotta be careful. I did not know that. Oh my god. Woo. Question: what's a thrift store? A thrift store is like a where people donate their clothing, like clothing from their closet, they'll give to the store just for free or occasionally for a tiny bit of money, but normally just like they donate their clothes. And then the thrift store, they will sell the clothing that was donated for cheap prices. Generally cheap. Generally cheap. Some are jerks and they overprice, but they'll like have like there's a store called Goodwill where everything has a base price. So if it's a shirt, it's going to cost you however much they say a shirt costs. Some will individually, some thrift stores will individually price items, but if you go to one like Goodwill, it's always like a set price that every shirt has the same price and that sort of thing. Secondhand. Oh, it's like a charity shop. Yes, it's exactly like a charity shop, except like for profit. My personal favorite has to be the squid, though. Their ink sacs aren't what you think they look like. They aren't sacs, but more like a long, thin vial. Ooh. Or a car boot sale. Kind of, yeah, but with a storefront. Like garage sales. Garage sales are when people like take crap out of their house and they put them in the front yard and they put it up for sale. And they're like, make me an offer. Or they just like have their price set and they're like, this is how much this is. Just live around OKC, stay away from Tulsa. Everything is awful here. Tulsa's not the best, but I mean, it has its moments. I like Tulsa to a degree. I wouldn't live in Tulsa, but it has its moments that I like. I like Tulsa in a way. But OKC, I also don't fully like. It has its parts that scare the ever living crap out of me, like Tulsa does. The only issue that I'm going to Oklahoma is I'm afraid of wind. You're not going to survive in Oklahoma. There's not pretty much a single day that we don't have at least a breeze. Oklahoma, you always have to just prepare that your hair is going to be blown around. That's why I use got to be glued freeze spray on my hair pretty often. Especially if it's more than a light breeze day. If it's more than a light breeze day, I just coat my hair. Well, let's see. Oklahoma isn't great. Weird weather. It's like 20 degrees outside, but 3 days ago it was 60. Yeah, no. Valentine's Day, it was 70 degrees here, and literally the very next day it was 30. What the hell? But that's just normal. That's just normal. Yeah, I've traveled a ton in my life, and it's weird because, yeah, Oklahoma is the only one still that we get like all 4 seasons in literally a week's amount of time. And it's just weird. There was one video that I filmed as a kid on my old channel, only filmed in 3 days, 3 different days. Yet it was in the video, it looked like I had filmed all throughout the year because we had snow, we had super bright and sunny, then we had brown, nice leaves, like red and orange leaves, so it looked like fall, and then we had flowers and beautiful, nice little rain, so it looked like spring. I only filmed in 3 days, but yet it looked like I'd filmed all year round. But that was spring break. That was literally my spring break. And I filmed all of it in spring break for 3 days, and we had snow, we had a little bit of rain, we had beautiful sun, we had fall looking weather. Like, Oklahoma. How are your Marimo doing? My Marimo are great. They're in the freezer, just chilling out. Also, you don't have healthcare. Yeah, we don't have healthcare here. No. Well, it really does look like things have kind of slowed up. I hope that I was able to answer a whole lot of questions. But I really thank you all very, very much for being here. I love you all very, very much. I really hope that I will be able to do a live stream again sometime because I really do miss them and I really do enjoy like hanging out. But thank you all very, very much for being here. I will see you all next time. Hopefully, maybe we can start that manga club that we talked about. I'll get back to you on that. But if you would like to keep up with just my to-dos and whatnot, I do have Snapchat, which is still, I believe, Rad Matuna. I believe. Emmy, help me out here. I believe. Emmy and I talk almost every day. Yeah, Rad, RAD, dash, little line, Matuna, but spelt with Matuna squirks. So M, the number 1, TUN 4. Rad Matuna. That is my Snapchat. So here you go. That is my Snappy Chats. Or you can follow me on Instagram at Artful Impersonator, all one word. Or you can follow me on Instagram with my personal account, the Awesome K, all one word, and KKAY. Yeah, Rad Matuna, but with a little dash. With a little dash. So, yep. I hope that you all have a great night, day, whatever time it is for you. And I will see you all next time, whatever that may be. Bye.